because this is who these teams really are. And at times, if they don't enter into the conflict, we as devil's advocate, we try to create conflicting situations. So the purpose is that the team members can differentiate between the task conflict and the relationship conflict. So I'm sorry I cannot go into the details. I'm sure all of you have such understandings. And after this competition exercise, for instance, this was a team that we took for a wilderness camping, and this was 19th of Jan, extremely cold month, and they were supposed to pitch their tents, and they were in a competitive mode, and they were blaming, and they were complaining, and they didn't pitch their own tents. And the result was that they had to spend the entire night outside on a mountain top without tents. So this is the extent that I can go to. And as a result, they were very resistant in the morning, and when I took them for a meditation exercise, 5 o'clock in the morning, they were very resistant. And through debriefs and facilitated reviews, these people were able to see the disadvantages of not acting as a team, and they also were able to see the benefits of acting as a team. So this is not something that you can just teach. This is not something that you can just show on the PowerPoint slides. This is something that you have to take people through. So that's why I call my team building programs experiential learning programs. So you cannot just tell people that this is the competition and this is what happens. Usually when I present my proposal to the organizations, they don't believe that, Kaisar, how come this can take place? And since we, mashallah, have done these sessions over the years, so we understand that the team behavior is such that they'll definitely go through this stage. And the next stage is, of course, transformation. No, this is not a complete kind of a transformation, but this is a stage where people start experimenting with teamwork. After failing in a bad way, after seeing the disadvantages of not working as a team, now they are absolutely ready to try out a little bit of teamwork because they are compelled to do so. So they don't feel a choice but to work as one team. The reason is that we put them into such situations. For instance, their ankles are tied with each other, so they don't have a choice. And then we relate the entire thing with the actual workplace challenges. The result of these competitive exercises is that sometimes organizations and individuals, they don't have mutual trust. So we build some trust building and communication exercises into this team building session. So for instance, you're holding the hand of somebody. If you just look at this picture, can you forget this individual who is, look at the amount of care and amount of empathy. And this gentleman wasn't the leader of the team, but he was taking personal responsibility for the safety of the rest of the team members, because we were at a very different terrain and the track was extremely, extremely challenging. And for instance, in exercises like this, these are trust building activities, and you can find these activities on the internet everywhere. But again, you have to modify and plan and adapt these exercises, keeping in view the organization's level that you're working at, if it is a very senior level, or what is the combination of team members, and what are some of the objectives that we like to achieve through this team building initiative. For instance, how many times you would like people to lift you up like this? And people have a lot of fear. Or when this person is taken through this imaginary box, what happens is the person says, wow, I did it. Then I ask these individuals, what did you do? You did nothing. And why? And then I go back to the team and I ask them, जी आपने क्या किया है? आप तो इधर ही हो अभी box के. You're not on the other side of the box. So what makes you, feel so proud? So this is the power of teamwork. And I just gave the lesson that in order to become successful in life, you actually cannot climb the ladder of success yourself. There have to be people who will lift you up. And in order for people to lift you up, you got to be easier to lift. So sometimes we carry a lot of weight, unnecessary weight of our negative attitudes and opinions and personality issues. And as a result of this transforming experience, people start interacting as one team. And that takes them automatically through the fourth stage of the team building process, which we call partner, which is the essence of team building. You call it collaboration, I call it partner, where people actually start partnering with their fellow team members. So would you please Would you like to experience something? Stand up for a moment. This will be rewarded adequately. So this exercise is slightly challenging, but are you ready? Yes. Where the energy goes, are you ready? Yes. All right, please raise your hand. Raise your hand like this, and try to create a distance, what we call, keep everybody at an arm's length. Okay? And try to create a circle, a very well balanced circle. And ladies, if you feel comfortable, you can participate. After the instructions, if you think that this exercise is not for you, you may not participate. So at a count of 3, your challenge is, your hand should be just like this. On the right side, the finger is up. At a count of 3, what you are going to do is that you will try to grab the finger of the person on your left. At a count of 3. And the persons who will grab, they'll be rewarded with chocolates. And the second challenge is, you please join a team, become part of the team. All right, the finger on your left, your goal is to grab the finger immediately. And at the same time, your next challenge is that you will not let the other person grab your finger. And the winner is going to be somebody who grabs the finger of the person on the left, but doesn't let other person grab their finger. So 1, hand up, 1, 2, 3, go! Music. Music. You have to show me the finger. Wow, you did it. There are multiple people who have done it. Where are my chocolates? You have to show me the fingers. Yeah, there you go. And we have another individual there. This candy is very, very precious. Yahan pe koi nahi tha. Excellent. Would you like to give it another try? This time please do again. Right finger up. वो लोग जो नहीं कर सके, I give them the opportunity. At a count of 3. And there are few people who are cheating. At a count of 3, they bring their finger down. So 1. Are you ready? Yes or? So HR team, 1, 2, 3, go! You did it again. You did it. Wow. No, your own finger is grabbed. You cannot get one. Excellent, excellent. Wow. Give yourself a very big hand. Excellent, excellent. So we just experienced the power of becoming one team. This was basically a very competitive exercise. But these exercises, this was the shortest possible exercise that I could do for you to make you understand the process where teams begin the journey to transform themselves from the competitive mode to the collaborative mode. Now, there were winners, but the winner was somebody who will get his things done from the fellow department, but will not provide support to the other department. So this is how we think the winners are. The winner is somebody जो दूसरों का काम नहीं करेगा, but he'll get his own thing done. Partnership is the stage where you start providing mutual support. Partnership is the stage where, if you related with my yesterday's presentation, where despite your own limitations and challenges and problems, you feed others. And these are the situations. For instance, we recently did an exercise. We had the leadership team of a large company, and there was a time we provide only one bottle of water, one small bottle of water for the entire day. And you have to, walk and climb like 10,800 feet high locations. And with just one bottle of water, sometimes people run short of water. And what happens is that ek ghoot de do yaar. Or you are, drinking others' water. Okay? Jhootha pani pee rahe hote. Normally, work setting mein you cannot even think about. And sometimes we put people in such exercises where their ankles are tied. Recently, and by the way, these are transformational experience. Almost in every exercise that I do with the organizations, there are occasions and events when I have tears in my eyes. So recently, when I was doing the exercise, the HR department told me, the HR head says that the sales director is not a team player, and he gave me very, very negative feedback about the person. And this very exercise, when the entire team was doing this, the sales director was put right as an engine of this exercise at the top, when he completed his turn, he went through the tires and he returns. And not only he returns, he ensures that the people are safe. And there were people whose shoes were broken during the process. And he was putting his hands behind their feet. And the entire management's and the team's paradigm about the sales director immediately changed. And that team was strongly bonded and gelled and matched with the sales director. And the result is enhanced motivation, enhanced sense of commitment, and great results for the organization. But team building doesn't stop here. That is my difference with the other team building models. Usually when we achieve the collaboration, usually what happens is that we expect teams to collaborate in the very first exercise. This is how we run our team building sessions. So team building is not just about collaboration in the very first session. You take people through the process. And team building is not being closed at the end of the partnership or the collaboration session. The next stage is very important. And by the way, here we teach a lot of tools of teamwork, because collaboration doesn't come. There are people recognizing their photographs. You can imagine the intensity of this exercise. The stakes are very high and the risk level is very high. And we don't encourage risk taking. By the way, we work with one of the best, one of the oldest adventure service provider company, Indus Guides, that provides us with the facilities. We can camp anywhere in Pakistan and outside Pakistan as well. And this is the level of excitement and energy and tests that the teams have to go through. And for instance, I can just, I cannot narrate the entire exercise, but you can see various departments. So initially, all these departments, these tires are representative of various departments. They are, in their own boundaries and silos and tribes. And as a result of these collaborative experiences, people start putting everything together for the organization. Koi yahan pe procurement nahi, and there's no services department, no production, no compliance. This is all one team. And the program doesn't end here. People start promoting collaboration, and we take them through the next stage, which is called build. Now, building is a stage where you know that the team has strengths, you know that the team has developed some sense of harmony, they are supporting each other, they are promoting the sense of togetherness, and then you want to sustain and maintain the results. You don't want just a one-off victory for the organization. So usually, even the high-performing teams, you might have noticed their performance is sliding down. The reason is that sometimes accidentally they perform better, but they don't have really learned how to gel with each other and how to, they might be connected at an emotional level, but working together, they have to make decisions. They don't know the processes of making decisions. They have a lot of creativity at an individual level, but when it comes to group creativity, they cannot achieve greater results in shorter period of time. So we try to sustain and maintain harmony, we try to strengthen the existing strengths, and we try to cement whatever these teams have learned, so that the results are not only created in the shorter term, but also created in the longer run. And the last, by the way, you can see some of these top executives creating boards, and these were one of those individuals who called their chief executive up saying, this trader is crazy, he'll kill us. And they were partnering against me. They were creating teams within teams. Humne participate nahi karna, will fail this program. But eventually, when the transformation process starts, these people start behaving as part of the team. So these are tests of teamwork. We put them through a lot of exercises and challenges. And the last thing in the team building process is called revitalize. So when the partnership has been achieved, when the sustenance part has been done, again, this is not the end of the team building session. Now you want to give teams a sense of purpose. Now you want to give them the sense of some action plan that they have to implement going back to the workplace. And for this, we create a mega teamwork simulation. For instance, in this very exercise, we were supposed to walk on rugs. They couldn't put their foot anywhere else. And if you are disconnected with the rug is automatically disappeared. 28 people, 10 rugs, no choices. And now the people are putting, taking off their shoes and